What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from the Quartering, and I know we've been kind of on Twitter lately, but there's a pretty sad story going on, I guess, around the around a particular NBA star potentially forcing their kid to, at least being accused of forcing their kid to transition for money or for clout. I'm not exactly sure why this person would need the money. It's NBA superstar Dwayne Wade. But in this particular case, the mother is basically begging people to stop this because she wants the crazy thing. The crazy thing she wants is for her daughter to wait until she's 18. Now, this is an ex who claims this, but Dwayne Wade's ex-wife has claimed that he is exploiting their daughter, who's 15 right now, for financial gain, and is begging a court to intervene to stop her from changing her name and gender on her birth certificate. In court papers filed this week that were obtained by The Blast, Siobhan Fuchs Wade, the star's first wife and mother to his two oldest children, begged a judge to impose an order that would ban their 15-year-old Zaya from legally changing her gender from male to female until she's 18. Zaya, as she is now known, came out at 12. Yeah, I know a lot of people, you're not even, okay, sure. That seems a little early to be picking sides. Since then, she has won modeling contracts. Okay, maybe these things are related. I don't know. I can't say that for sure, obviously. With brands like Tiffany, Dove, and amassed hundreds of thousands of social media followers. According to her mother, she is also in talks for deals with Disney. She appears on red carpets with her father and her stepmother, Gabrielle Union, who has spoken frequently in interviews about their acceptance of the child and her choice. But the teen's mother fears she's being pressured into the permanent change by her father, who is poised to profit off the transition. She is fighting to block the name and gender change and wants Zaya to make the decision for herself once she's 18. I think this is extraordinarily reasonable. It's actually mind-blowing that it's the mom who, is actually feeling, not heard in this. It seems like it's usually the other way around. We've seen cases before where, a father was fighting the daughter, his son getting like surgery to, remove parts of his body or add parts of, I don't remember, but like, this is a real thing. Quote, I have concerns that Dwayne may be pressuring our child to move forward with the name and gender change in order to capitalize on the financial opportunities that he has received from some companies, she said in their legal filing. Now, Dwayne Wade is super rich, so it doesn't necessarily add up, but, people always want more money, I guess. It was a response to an August petition by Wade to allow Zaya to legally change her name from Zion whatever to Zaya, don't care. In August filing, it's just a kid. And by the way, that's the important thing here. It's just a kid. The story's not about the kid. I'm not making any judgments of the kid. I wish them the best. But to deny that there are societal pressures to make these type of changes would be inauthentic. To deny that there is at least a possibility that these modeling contracts and all these type of things came because of certain things is also inauthentic. I believe there is a non-0% chance that, that stuff factored in to that kid getting paid. Also, being the son of a famous basketball star kind of matters too. So let's not pretend that that's not a thing. In the August filing, the former athlete claimed he had the legal right to make decisions on his daughter's behalf and that he was only informing his ex-wife as a courtesy. Wade obtained full custody of the boys when he divorced their mother in 2011. In a 2012 interview with Mail Online, the boys' mother detailed her agony at losing them to her ex after a 4-year court battle. Now, I, again, don't know anything about his ex, but I do know the way the court system works, and it's extremely rare for the mother to lose custody of the children, so there's probably something there with the mom, Maybe it was money, but there's probably something there. For the court to take kids away from a mom, it's extremely rare. By the way, if you haven't yet, please do click that red subscribe button down below. Videos like these certainly get buried in the search algorithm. The only way you're going to find them is if you're subscribed. And even then, it's hard. So I greatly appreciate everyone who's subscribing. She believes he was only awarded custody because of his money and fame. I think influence had a lot to do with it. Celebrity had a lot to do with it. Money had a lot to do with it. Wade fought bitterly for custody of the kids, divorcing. Funch's own attorney cited her struggles with mental health. Okay, so there we go. Now she says her ex-husband is poised to profit from the transition. She cited a conversation in April in which she claims Dwayne told her that a lot of money has already been made and that the additional money will be made in relation to our child's name and gender issue. Dwayne told me that he intended to make our child very famous due to the name and gender issue, and also informed me that there would be endorsements and contracts associated therewith, she claims. Well, if she's telling the truth, that confirms precisely what I've said to this point. I'm concerned that our child is being commercialized at a young age, and also of the uncontrollable consequences of media exposure, cyberbullying, statements and or pictures taken out of context, the unwanted spotlight focused on our child. I'm sure the child wants the spotlight. The law is murky when it comes to divorced parents agreeing on making decisions on behalf of trans kids. In her filing, the mother claimed that Dwayne is legally required to consult her on major decisions affecting care, welfare, activities, health, education, and religious upbringing. But Dwayne said he's entitled to make the decision on her behalf regardless of her mother's input. That may be true. Maybe the mom was in like a really weird place and, having mental health issues and all this kind of stuff. It's entirely possible. Neither Union nor Wade have publicly responded to the claims. The pair are currently in Africa celebrating her 50th birthday. A hearing has been set for December to determine whether she can change her name without their mother's agreement. Now, I don't know. What we're talking about here is not, at least currently, surgery, which I would have a much bigger problem with because, that's for the most part irreversible. Changing her name on her birth certificate or whatever, you could always change it again, change it back. What I'm more concerned with is, the decision to do so for clout and money. This is something that I've known has been an issue for a very long time. He's nothing like I see now. He was very humble, very shy, she said. She begged him not to enter the NBA. We just got married, had a child. The following year, he signed an $8.5 million contract and became an overnight star. I mean, sure. There's a lot of articles on this, though. Like Dwayne Wade accused of pressuring their trans daughter to change gender for money. This is on page 6. Dwayne Wade's ex-wife fears he's pressuring her to change her name and gender for financial gain. I mean, I'm sure that there is financial gain for this. There will be articles. There will be more opportunities because she'll be more in the public space. The kid will be. Obviously, I don't blame the kid. When they're 18, they can do whatever they want. I feel like this should be one of those things too. When an adult wants to do this type of stuff, that's their choice. But the kid is 14 or 15. I don't think a name change is a big deal. This is one comment, but the surgical procedures are. You can still respect your child and slow things down. That's where I'm at. Obviously, if the bigger plan is to have some sort of procedures on top of that, that's more concerning. I think what this does is confirm essentially what many people thought, that for some people, this can be about money and fame and clout. I'm not saying for all, especially with the superficial stuff. I'm not sure how many people are out there, having life-altering surgeries for clout. Maybe. Well, what am I talking about? Plastic surgery is a thing. Of course that's a thing. All these people, wanting to look like Barbie or Ken, all this kind of stuff. So this is not new. And I'm sure that they also have some sort of mental reasons for wanting to do so. This is very considered. You can also see his ex is a bitter old troublemaker who's had no problem in the past embarrassing him or their children. There's a reason Dwayne has physical and legal custody. I would agree with that. This has nothing to do with changing the child's body, and that decision belongs to her and her legal guardians, not the attention-seeking shrew. Yeah, I mean, I don't think, Union and Wade would not be relevant if this was not fit this situation. She's a very average actress. He wants the celebrity lifestyle beyond an ex-athlete. I mean, yeah, good for her mom for sticking up, but I think we can suspect, I think it's reasonable to suspect the mom's motivations. I have no idea who she is, and now there's 100 articles about her. But it is, the name thing does not seem like anything really super concerning for me. It's if there's a plan for, surgeries and things of that nature, and also kind of the conversation around the money that's involved with this type of thing that is awfully interesting for me. I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.